Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about who's Mark Cuban's biggest threat on Shark Tank. Let's get right into it. In the history of the popular TV show Shark Tank, few are as recognizable as the charismatic Mark Cuban. His cunning business instinct and colorful character have left a profound mark on the world of entrepreneurship. But in the business jungle, no king reigns forever. Enter Terrence Thomas Kevin O'Leary, aka Mr. Wonderful. With a net worth approximated at a cool $400 million, O'Leary is a Canadian businessman, investor, and television personality who's risen to fame as the outspoken member of the Shark Tank cast and Canada's Dragon Den. But it isn't just for show. He's as much a business mogul off-screen as he is on. Although primarily known for his venture capitalist role on Shark Tank, O'Leary's investment strategy is much broader, extending well beyond just startups. How did he amass his $400 million fortune, you ask? It wasn't an overnight success story. O'Leary's jackpot came at 45 when he sold his software company, SoftKey, later renamed the Learning Company, to Mattel for a whopping $4.2 billion, cementing his status as a multi-millionaire. So how did he multiply millions into nearly $500 million? Let's break down his investment journey, his major wins and losses, and the core principles that guided Mr. Wonderful's wealth accumulation over decades. Born in 1954 in Montreal, Quebec, O'Leary, originally named Terrence Thomas Kevin O'Leary, owes a lot to his mother, Georgette. She was instrumental in shaping his business acumen and investment strategies. It was her practice of setting aside 20% of her paycheck into a portfolio of large-cap stocks and telco bonds that O'Leary later incorporated into his portfolio. Not to mention her penchant for classic Chanel jackets, which appreciated in value over time. Before stepping into the world of higher education, O'Leary dreamed of being a photographer and rock star. However, he followed his stepfather's advice, attending the University of Waterloo, where he got a bachelor's in environmental studies and psychology in 1977 and later an MBA from the Ivy Business School at the University of Western Ontario in 1980. His entrepreneurial journey kicked off in 1986 when he co-founded the educational software company SoftKey, later known as the Learning Company. The sale of this company to Mattel in 1999 for a hefty $4.2 billion laid the foundation for O'Leary's fortune. While he's famous as a shark on ABC's Shark Tank, O'Leary's investments extend well beyond startups. He sticks to a diversified investment approach, committing no more than 5% to one name and no more than 20% to one sector. This rule applies across the board, whether he's investing in stocks, crypto, gold, or collectibles. Hence, a considerable chunk of his investment portfolio is in diversified ETFs. Moreover, O'Leary has shown significant interest in crypto and gold, with 20% and 5% of his portfolio, respectively, allocated to these asset classes. He's put in a solid $8.5 million into Shark Tank deals and invested in several companies like Start Engine, O-Shares Investments, and Vintage Wine Estates, which also produces his wine label O'Leary Wines. In addition, he has a keen interest in collectibles like watches, guitars, cameras, and NFTs, although he's not as vocal about these collections as he is about his mainstream investment portfolio. The thing that sets Mr. Wonderful apart is that he doesn't shy away from risky ventures, but when he does dive in, he does so mindfully and strategically. It isn't unusual for him to start with a small investment only to slowly expand his involvement as he sees how it performs. This was his approach to crypto investments, which, despite being highly complex, he ventured into because he saw the potential. For those who are less crypto savvy, he advises investing in companies that have a proven track record of value, which can be a safer bet. But, as it turns out, even Mr. Wonderful doesn't always win. Sometimes he makes money, sometimes he loses it, and sometimes he just makes plain old mistakes. One example of this was his involvement with the now infamous crypto exchange FTX. But O'Leary's key takeaway from experiences like these is the importance of learning from your mistakes, so you're not doomed to repeat them. In crypto, you don't need to be a genius investor to make smart decisions. Trusting your gut over the crowd and getting in on promising prospects early is often half the battle. Now you're probably wondering, just how much does Kevin O'Leary make it in a year? Well, O'Leary earns an estimated $50,000 for each episode of Shark Tank, with around 24 episodes per season. That's a whopping $1.2 million per season, just from Shark Tank. On top of that, his various investments and business ventures bring in millions more. Not bad for a guy who started his entrepreneurial journey with a soft spot for photography and dreams of being a rock star, huh? There you have it, the journey of Terrence Thomas Kevin O'Leary, aka Mr. Wonderful, the guy with a golden touch, a sharp business mind, and a deep passion for entrepreneurship. That's all for today, and we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.